So I just woke up. It is literally in the 30s right now, and I am literally freezing my ass off. I don't have any way to run a heater right now because I don't have enough power, and I don't want my Blue Eddies to die on me. So I got to stay under the covers, I guess. I understand that some people would want to donate to me, but it's not necessary yet. Because I'm going to be moving to a warmer climate that's going to be permanently warm, hopefully, within the next 4 days. And I think in the last 4 days with just blankets until I get my other packages. My other packages will basically be solar panel. Well, I'm getting another solar panel, and that'll help me a lot. And charge my solar generators with this one that I have already. And also I'm getting a hiking backpack and another bunch of MC4 cables. The hiking backpack's for emergencies, like if something happens to my van and I need to pack up some stuff for survival and get out of my van, I will have to use that hiking backpack to do that. Because none of the bags I have are big enough and or carryable for hiking and traveling and walking. So if I need to walk and I need to carry let's say one of my solar generators, the lighter one, so a bunch of solar panels and a tent, I can do that. I have a tent in the back, thank God, for situations if I end up completely destitute without a vehicle. So I need it for emergencies. And I used up basically almost all my money on those packages because they were absolutely necessary to get, so I had to get them. And I'm gonna get them on Wednesday, so I'm gonna pick them up from the local Amazon counter. Then I'm getting out of here. I can't get any more packages yet because I'm gonna be moving soon. So if anybody wants to donate, I'm definitely gonna probably eventually down the line maybe get a PO box somewhere close by, or maybe not. It depends. Or I'll just tell you which Amazon counter or locker to donate to, I'll let you know, because if I do need anything from anybody, it would be great to get some donations, sure, but I think I got enough stuff for now in my van. We'll see what happens. I will let some people know. I'm not gonna ask for too much because I don't like to be needy towards anybody. I like to survive on my own, and the more stuff you have, the less freedom you have, remember. I'm stuck in Tallahassee because right now because there's a flood warning still in effect on the way to Clearwater, which is my next destination. And also I have a bunch of packages coming, Amazon packages coming to a place, and I had to wait till Wednesday because that's when they're supposedly going to show up. I don't know what to do. It's so cold in here. I can't run any heat. And I literally just threw up a ton of phlegm because, it's cold. Yeah, I don't know what it is with capital cities, but capital cities of every state seem to be the worst off in terms of the people that live there, and the situation in those cities. They seem to be the poorest areas. The poorest cities happen to be the capital cities. And they got most of the other van lifers have their fancy ass lithium battery pack setups and their birch wood flooring and walling and their nice kitchen with their propane setup and their nice shower and toilet. I don't have any of that shit, man. I just got an Xbox that's probably gonna die soon from the temperature cold. So as you can see, looking at my blanket here, I've been washing this blanket once a month, and in the laundromats I've been going to, and look at this, it's falling apart. And then there's this one here is also falling apart too. It's in better shape than the other one, but it's still falling apart. And some parts of it I can't show you, but it's definitely falling apart. It was ripping in a couple areas. I do have a 0-degree sleeping bag under my mattress, but I don't really want to use it because then I'm going to have to wash it, and I want to have to wash another thing. Washing another item would be like using more money, and I don't have enough money right now to do another laundry, so I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to use my 0-degree sleeping bag right now. I do have a bunch of blankets under me, but I'm using them right now to insulate under me because I don't want to put them on top of me, because under me is where the cold rises. So there's a lot of factors to take into account, as you already know. There's a lot of factors that I have to take into account to be able to survive in my van, based on like my income and my the limited amenities I have, based on like the amount of money that I have and saved up and all that. I kind of overspent a little bit this month, not gonna lie. One of those things I overspent on was that Xbox. It was kind of a waste of money, to tell you the honest truth, because you need internet, and I didn't know you would need internet to download updates to use internet. It won't even let you connect unless you use internet. So unless you update, it won't even let you use internet unless you update. And if you don't update, you won't be able to download games because you won't have internet. And in order to update, you need internet. So it's kind of a double-edged sword. Modern gaming consoles are crap. Besides the gaming consoles, I have a bunch of other stuff in here that is running out of juice, like my solar generators. I did charge them on the inside of the Planet Fitness just before, but the problem with charging your solar generators in Planet Fitness is that they can get stolen, and you have to keep your head in a swivel constantly. Especially since this is a capital city, which just happens to be a terrible neighborhood. I've encountered a lot of assholes already. Some dude purposely bumped into me at the supermarket when I was coming out of the supermarket, and then started shit with me, and I just got the fuck out of there because I didn't want any of it. And I had too many of my own problems to deal with right now. I couldn't put up with some random ass dude trying to bump into me, just to like start. Like, I'm not stupid, and that guy was clearly looking for trouble, so. But I am ready to fight if I have to, and I also have a really big machete if I need to rely on that to get somebody off my back. So if I need to use it, I will, but I won't if I don't need to. I don't want to have the police or the FBI on my ass because I killed somebody by accident. People seem to think because it's a red state that you can defend yourself freely, but you really can't. There's still like a lot of bureaucracy and every state equally. It's kind of worse in some states, like New York. You can't. It's a castle doctrine, but you still can't defend yourself without. These days you can't defend yourself really in any state, unless you have like a really good reason to. And then you have to call the police after you get rid of the issue, because otherwise you'll have the FBI following you, and you don't want the FBI following you because then you'll be wanted, and you don't want to be a wanted man. I've never been a wanted man. I have a clean record. I would much rather not get into a fight with somebody if I can avoid it. I don't have anger issues anymore. I used to when I was younger, but not anymore. I don't get angry if I'm not, and even if I was getting angry, there's no point in getting angry. It's because you have to swallow your pride if you live in your vehicle. That's just the way it is. Some people don't understand that, and that's okay. You just gotta ignore, and that's it. Besides, even if somebody does start with you, you can just shrug it off if they don't pursue you. You know what I mean? But here's the thing with a lot of people won't say a lot of the stuff I just said in their videos, and I understand nobody wants to be negative, but I'm just trying to tell everybody, like, if you live in your vehicle, this is the facts that you have to keep your head on a swivel. And not only that, but you have to understand that that the law is not always going to look out for homeless people. That's just the way it is. And sometimes you got to look out for yourself. And not trying to be negative, I'm trying to actually be positive. I know a lot of this video was pretty negative, but I had to say some things because this is my situation, and I want to be a realist about it. You know, I want to be real. I'm not gonna just like, you know, be happy-go-lucky like some of these dudes. You never know what, you know, like Ryan Towney or whatever. You know, he doesn't. That guy never posts anything negative as far as I've seen. He's definitely a well-known van lifer these days, but I hardly ever see him post anything too negative. I don't know. I haven't watched all his videos. He has so many videos. A bunch of other van lifers I remember. I don't know how to pronounce their titles, but because they have weird titles that are super long, and I don't understand them. Why they have such a long title for their channel, but I guess whatever. Anyway, to each their own. Anyway, but my point is that in my situation, I don't have like all those lithium batteries. I don't have solar put on the roof. I have to open my sliding door to put solar on the roof, my solar panel. And if I open the sliding door when it's cold, it'll let the cold air in, and that's not good. And as for Mr. Buddy heater, if I were to get a Mr. Buddy heater, that would create mold down the line, and I don't need the long-term issues versus the short-term heating, you know? So long story short, my survival doesn't really completely depend on money. Money's only really good for gas and food in my situation. Gas, food, and I don't really need maintenance on my vehicle, thank God, because it's been lasting me for a long time. I haven't even needed to fill up my tires, so for like the whole trip, because they're such good tires. I lucked out with getting these tires when they came with the vehicle when I bought it. They're very good tires. You know, God forbid, you know, whatever. Anyway, so something happened. God forbid something happened to those tires, man. I'd be screwed. As they're expensive tires. As far as I can tell, they're expensive. I don't know how much they were when the guy put them on the vehicle, but they're definitely very good, and they definitely look expensive. Because I looked up the kind of tires that they are, and it's like 70,000 miles per tire, I think, if not more, because I've definitely, you know, so I haven't driven that much with I don't think I've driven 70,000 miles yet since I had the vehicle, but I would say that 70,000 miles per tire, I think is a lot. I don't know. I'm not a tire expert, so yeah. Anyway, I have enough stuff in my van to survive if I need to. Having admit, it's cold as hell. But if I bundle up and use my blankets or sleeping bags, I'll be fine. Probably until I get out of my sleeping bags. Once it gets warmer, and then get out of them when it gets warmer. I can't do push-ups because I have no room in my van to do push-ups. I could go to Planet Fitness, sure, but to get a workout in, but then I'd have to take a shower, and I don't want to have to take a shower. So, and if I get out of my blankets to do push-ups, I'll get even colder, so that wouldn't be good. Another thing is Mr. Buddy heater, right? I can't get one of those because it would make the mold grow eventually, and the long-term negatives outweigh the short-term benefits for a Mr. Buddy heater. Also, Mr. Buddy heaters give off a lot of unnatural, like, they give off a lot of fumes, and the fumes from Mr. Buddy heaters wouldn't be good for such a small space that I'm in. I don't want a Mr. Buddy heater because the mold would create mold in my van if down the line, so it wouldn't be good.